Hello, and welcome to another adventure of S's Kitchen Adventures. And tonight we're going to be making a creamy jalapeno chicken and bean skillet. So what we're going to do is we have 2 chicken breasts that I've gone ahead and cut up, and we're going to get those cooking. I'm going to use some olive oil, and with this olive oil, it actually is infused with garlic. So we're going to get a little bit of garlic flavoring as well. Let this get good and hot. All right, let's add the chicken. Like I said, this is 2 chicken breasts that I've cut up. I just got this from the local grocery store. What we're going to do is going to let this get good and cooked on both sides. And then we're going to add some chopped onion and some garlic to it as well. So we'll let it sit on here to cook on this side, and then we'll stir it and do the other side. Alright, now that side's good and cooked. Let's turn it over so we can do the other side. Alright, when I get this side cooked up, we'll add the onions and garlic and let that all simmer together for a little bit. So, got a few minutes for this to cook all the way through. Alright, now that everything's cooked through, I'll turn this down a little bit. Let's go ahead and add the onions and the garlic. And this is half a white onion chopped and about 2 cloves of garlic. And we're going to let those meld together for about a minute or so. You don't want to burn the onions. Thick pieces, so cut those up for make it easier for later. Alright, once those get going, then what we want to do is we're going to stir in some refried beans and some cream of jalapeno soup. If you don't have any cream of jalapeno, you can use like poblano soup or something else of that nature. get that all nice and stirred in. Help break up the refried beans. And for the refried beans, you can use the ones out of a can. I'm actually using ones out of a packet. And these refried beans actually already had jalapeños in them as well. Give it a little extra spice. Then what you want to do is add some chicken broth. You want to add about a half a cup of chicken broth. That way it helps loosen the beans up a little bit more. And get that good and stirred in. And you want to let this simmer for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the heat and then let it simmer for like 5 minutes. Alright, this has been simmering for 5 minutes. Now this next part is optional. I'm actually going to add some udon noodles. But if you want, you can do rice, maybe even some ramen noodles, or don't do anything at all. It was just something I got in the mood for. So what we're going to do is stir this in so it can get some flavors. And once that's good and stirred in, we're going to add some cheese to the top of this. And I'm using a cup of Mexican cheese. And you want to stir all that in until it gets nice and melted. And if you like, you can also add some red pepper flakes, some chili powder, maybe even some cumin. Depends how hot you want to make it. I think I'm just going to add a smidge of chili flakes. There we go. And you can also taste it and see if it needs any salt and pepper. So feel free to add some of that if you need it too. Alright, as you can see, the cheese is nice and melted. The noodles are all coated. The refried beans are all broken up. So now you're ready to sit back and enjoy your meal. Hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the next one.